that our hearts were frozen, don't disappear. You were scared from not knowing, but I got a feeling that I'll be right here for the rest of my life. Just know that I'll give you love you'll never wanna share tonight. Tonight. But if the world isn't working the way that we found it when we were too young to love, our attention is running, 5 seconds is burning a hole in our racing hearts. I wish we could find the space, a great escape, where we could finally break the mold. If it's us that we wanted, happy after the fall. And I don't wanna change it all. And I don't wanna change it all.
So hello and welcome to everybody who has joined us for the build-up to this occasion of ultimate tribalism. And as you would expect, that build-up has been remarkable. They fight here not just for the pride of their manor, but in the ultimate show of one-upmanship. It is a venue this which simply adds to the spectacle of the game it stages. No question, that's a foul.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And he's managed to gift it back. Oh, easy pickings there. Richarlison. Zubimendi. Lobbed in behind. Rain starting to fall here. It has been looking that way for a little while. Romero cuts out the pass. Richarlison. Well, they could break here. Ooh, delicate chip through.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Gabriel Jesus, who's gone direct here. We're not going to make any further progress now. Martinelli. Saliba.
Well, I'm starting to see much more movement off the ball now, Peter, which is obviously a big plus.
And surely more options then for the man on the ball.
Well, you would think so, and I think also we're going to see them just wear...
Oh, they could be caught out here! Richarlison. Kulusevski. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. And it's played forward. Rice.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
Sarr. Madison. Reguilon. And it's Son Heung-min. Clearly not happy with that. Zubimendi.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Rice. And here's Jesus. And the shot! Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead. Just gorgeous. The most glorious, delicious of touches. Followed up with an unerring finish. The Gunners break the deadlock.
And that ought to be the trigger for a really exciting and entertaining game from here on.
Saliba. Rice. Gabriel. Saka. Tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Richarlison. Richarlison. Sarr. Zubimendi. Richarlison does really well to win the ball there. Kulusevski. Madison. Reguilon shifted upfield. Yeah, that's that a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Saliba. Gabriel. Saka. And it's half-time here. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0.
Well, they definitely won't be happy with that half. They seem to lack a bit of desire, especially going forward. It wouldn't surprise me to see a change or two.
Already up and running for the second half.
Tottenham Hotspur need to get the balance right to sort this out. Ambition must be complemented by just the right amount of caution, and I think the more experienced players can oversee that.
Reguilon gets it back. Madison. And it's Son Heung-min. And he's picked out the run. Son Heung-min turns and goes back. Madison, and the shot! And here's Son Heung-min. Pressure stays on, it is a corner. Now the finish! Forward it goes. Can he spark a counter here? And it's played forward. He's had it! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Zinchenko, gently done. White. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Oh, and he's through the middle. And he's away. Great hit! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Tries to get it clear. White. He's cut it out. Martinelli has been caught there. It's a foul. Arsenal show a genuine chance to increase the lead. This certainly looks appetizing. Zinchenko! And that's caused a worry or two.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Madison. Werner.
Tottenham Hotspur are definitely going about this the right way.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And the pass is intercepted. And he has been fouled there. Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
Substitutions taking place.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. That has been cut short. That is a great pick out. Van der Beek. Son Heung-min. Chip through. Romero. And that has put paid to that. Nice ball, and he's in here.
Arsenal surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
He's got away.
Tottenham Hotspur really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
And they've got a throw.
Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change. Tottenham Hotspur really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
Substitution for Tottenham Hotspur. Number 10, James Madison.
Kulusevski. Nice interception, well timed.
Number 18.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away.
Substitution for Tottenham Hotspur. Number 3, Regulo. To be replaced by
And the finish! That is rather wayward. Son Heung-min. And it's Son Heung-min.
Tottenham Hotspur need to give it everything they have, kitchen sink included.
the fourth official has indicated there will be
Son Heung-min.
4 minutes of added time.
And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Son Heung-min. Out of play for a goal kick. Spurs making consecutive changes here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Onto the pitch.
Son Heung-min.
Number 22,
That pass has been well intercepted.
Johnson.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game. Well, what a lovely, lovely day. Absolutely glorious weather here as we welcome you to a football match of considerable significance, great consequence. It looks as though we're going to have a great turnout, such has been the level of enthusiasm generated once the fixture was announced. There is still movement in the crowd, plenty of people yet to take their seats. The roads outside very, very busy, particularly around this time of day. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely picture perfect for a game of this nature. Just feel the place. It is a true heavyweight clash. And a header! Could be danger here. That's not the cross he had in mind. Oh, easy pickings there. Loftus-Cheek. Rafael Leao forwards and with intent. Caio Henrique. Single.
Monaco really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
Minamino. Do have a chance to counter here. Zakaria gets over and intercepts. Minamino. Akliouche. Hits one! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Pavlovic gets it away. Ansu Fati. Teze. Radetzky. No goals as yet. Great position here. No way through, so Minamino! Good strike, quite an alarm. And the finish! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Yeah, on another occasion, all that went wrong may come right.
Estupinian. And it's Loftus-Cheek. Short changes him with that pass. Caio Henrique. Embolo. And the shot! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
Fofana. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Nice interception, well timed. And here, and he'll shoot here! Loftus-Cheek. Fofana. Loftus-Cheek. And it's played forward. Clearly not happy with that. Oh, that's a nice ball. And it's the goalkeepers to claim. Teze. And the pass is intercepted. they've got a throw. Minamino. Akliush. Embolo. Forward it goes. And that could set him on his way. Jimenez is flagged offside. Teze. Minamino. Caio Henrique proves just a little bit too strong. Rafael Leao. Diet pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. And here's Embolo. Embolo. That's an excellent interception. The referee's awarded a free kick. Half-time whistle goes. Well, it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Well, that first 45 minutes didn't deliver as we'd hoped. Lots of effort, but a lack of quality with the finishing has left us hoping that someone can step up and produce something a little more magical.
Modric. Looking to break at pace. Minamino. And that is as far as they're going to go. Fired in. Well cut out. No margin for error there at all.
Well, that's the first attempt, Peter, we've seen at one of those breaking passes just to spread the play.
Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Golovin.
It's pretty clear that the defence have decided that the greatest threat to them at the moment, Peter, are people trying to just run at them.
Run at them, and I suppose beyond them, Jim.
Yeah, particularly late runners into the box. That's what you don't want. They're very dangerous to any defence.
Embolo is onto this. The most accurate pass. Modric. Gabia. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Fofana. Speculative strike. Caio Henrique. Golovin. Well read, and the danger is averted. Fofana. Loftus-Cheek. That is a brilliant interception. Final checks on the touchline. Change about to occur.
Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change.
Loftus-Cheek, that's a little off target. Diet aim forwards. Caio Henrique. Loftus-Cheek has got himself a free kick. Teze. Minamino. Teze. Played into space out wide. And it's been taken straight back. Oh, great play! It's Fati!
Monaco merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
Brilliantly cut out.
Milan showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
And there's green grass ahead of him.
Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause, but it's a goal credit that would be most welcome now.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Oh, super find. Shapes to shoot! Oh, that's incredible! And that might well be that!
Monaco really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
Monaco take what looks to be a decisive lead.
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
Zakaria cuts out the pass. Now that's well seen too. Caio Henrique. Ansu Fati. And time is up. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go. Well, welcome everybody to a part of the world where football really matters. There is a healthy tension, great expectation building in the lead up to kick-off here. A little bit grey overhead, and indeed the forecast is for a drop or two of rain as the day grows older. But regardless of that, there is a lovely backdrop here. The ambience is good, smashing noise from both sets of supporters, and expectations high in both camps. It is a venue this which simply adds to the spectacle of the game it stages. One of the most impressive arenas in this part of the world. It does have a distinctive feel. It is a true heavyweight. Climbs up big! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Tar. Musiala. Davis. And here's Coman. Kane. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Nuno Mendes. Beraldo. Hakimi. Fabian Ruiz. He's going to be disappointed with that. Gnabry, gently done. Olise, he's found a way through. Davis. Barcola. We expected better, and so did he. Olise.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
There will be a throw-in.
Well, Peter, look how far up the fullbacks are getting now. This is really high.
And constantly after the ball, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they're weighing up their options to see how long they can sustain this and suppress those wide opposition players.
He's in plenty of space here. That was always going to be the keeper's. Oh, what's he done? Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Hakimi. Fabian Ruiz. Forwards and with intent. Oh, he's found some space here. Barcola is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Davis. Doué. Bayern Munich are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Barcola. Coman. Lee Kang-in. And the shot's on. Can he finish? Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And Paris Saint-Germain take the lead.
Paris Saint-Germain, well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
Paris Saint-Germain take the lead, 1-0.
Yeah, and they know there's plenty of work left in this one, Peter, before they can actually say that the job is over.
Played out wide. Fabian Ruiz. That's an excellent interception. Lee Kang-in knocks it out wide. Just starting to get the first signs of rain here. Hakimi. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days. Oh,
He's had a shot! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low. It's a promising run he's making on the right. Fabian Ruiz. And it's played forward. Kimmich. Chipped through. Coman. João Neves. And here's Coman. Bayern Munich ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. And the counter is on. And the first 45 minutes. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break, 1-0.
well, Well, it hasn't exactly gone to plan so far, but there's no need to panic. There's still plenty of time to get back into this. As always, an early goal would help swing things back in their favour.
And the game has already resumed here.
Bayern Munich don't need to press the panic button just yet. They may have to tweak their setup first. If they don't grab an early goal in this second half, they can't hold back though.
He's cut it out. Gnabry. Kane. Olise. Keeper's ball. Nuno Mendes. João Neves. Nuno Mendes. Forward it goes. Fabian Ruiz. Well, that's an inviting ball. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Coman. Davis.
Yeah, just noticing now about that.
Decent hit! Goal! They have come roaring back!
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
Coman shifted upfield. Hakimi.
To be replaced by number 25.
Fabian Ruiz. He's in a great position. Goalkeeper's ball.
If you'd like to get your tickets for the next game or club,
And it's Muller. Now it's Kane. Musiala. Hakimi. Davis! A couple of changes then in quick succession.
substitutes are number 11.
Here's the ball in.
Coleman.
Towering header! And he's straight offside. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Lovely. Has a goal! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And they've got their lead back. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Yeah, I really can't say enough as to how good the final ball was. It took the defence out of the equation for that split moment, and the damage was all done.
Paris Saint-Germain take the lead. Played back to the goalkeeper. Beraldo. Hakimi. Fabian Ruiz. Mendes opts to play it back. And the shot! And he hits the net! And surely that clinches it! There really is no way back now!
Goal for Paris Saint-Germain.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
Number 19.
Paris Saint-Germain go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, it's been a
Massive lead! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. There's going to be another change here.
Number 8. Leon Goretzka. And the substitutes are number 19. Alphonso Davies. Coming onto the pitch. Number 22. Rafael Guerreiro. And the substitutes are number 9. Harry Kane. To be replaced by number 20. Can we please make some noise for our substitutes.
Moved on forwards. Ronaldo gets over and intercepts. Marquinhos, aim forwards. And here's Dembele. And here's Ramos. He's free. Tries a shot! And it's there! And they are pulling clear here. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, I think that defence there thought they were in good position and they had him where they wanted, yet somehow he's worked a scoring position when it didn't see him on. It's really crafty business, that.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Paris Saint-Germain grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
The fourth official
Diaz was only too happy to help out in defence.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Musiala. Dembele could move up a gear here. He's made good progress from a deep position. He's shifting through the gears here. Dembele plays it in low. Neuer deals with it effortlessly. And here's Dembele. Lee Kang in. And time is up. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. Well, this is intense. They talk about it for months, they remember it for years. It matters almost too much when Barca and Real. One glance and you know where we are. It is one of the most recognisable arenas for the beautiful game in the world. And boy, does it add to the occasion. This is always a game of consequence.
Well, exhibition match sounds like an easy-ozy game of football, Peter.
Has a go! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Pedri plays it short. Ferran Torres. Bellingham has been caught there, it's a foul. Alaba cuts out the pass. The pass has been well intercepted. Danny Olmo looking to break at pace. A hefty challenge, but fair enough.
Vinicius Junior.
Fernandez. Chouameni. Vinicius Junior. Oh, he's found support out wide. Chouameni. Deftly done. Keeper's ball. And here's Rodrigo. Vinicius Junior! Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Real Madrid, this looks like a more than decent chance to strike. And the header! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Barcelona are working the ball as only they can.
Well, we're seeing a better spell of passing here, Peter, so we're getting some short, crisp passing and much more purpose behind it.
And they're keeping the ball.
Well, in some way, that qualifies as good defence too, doesn't it?
Rafinha. De Jong. And here's Ferran Torres. Ferran Torres with the delivery. Now it's Pedri. Forward it goes. How Kubasi gets over and intercepts. Kubasi. Pedri, excellent challenge there, uncompromising. He can run onto that. Now it's Brent face to face with the keeper. And the shot! Goal! Real Madrid! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Oh, look, this is just what the fans wanted. And now that they're celebrating the opener, I think they want to see their team make all the running from here.
Well timed, excellent interception. Well read. The danger is averted. Vinicius Junior. Who's he going to play in? Chouameni. Out towards the flank. Martin shifted upfield. Rudiger, no. Again, there's no way through. Oh, easy pickings there. Now it's Brahim Diaz. Rodrigo. Big chance! They've scored! And they're at it again in double quick time. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
That's just a great finish, but it's down to very clever movement. You can see this has been obviously worked on the training ground. He knew exactly where he wanted the ball and it all came good.
Real Madrid get themselves a 2-goal cushion.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Fernandez. Chouameni, Brahim Diaz, Kubasi. And the whistle goes for half-time. Reflections on the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Real Madrid go in at half-time on a comfortable 2-goal cushion. And the second half gets underway. And it's Rashford. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Valverde. Camavinga. Rodrigo. Now the finish! And it's there! And surely that settles it.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Real Madrid find a position of real strength now. Oh, nice touch. Dani Olmo. And here's a great chance! And the counter is on. Camavinga. That's a nicely weighted pass. Koundé. Dani Olmo. Yamal. He's played him through. Rudiger. Rodrigo chasing after it. Rashford, and he's managed to get free. Can he put it away? It's in!
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
Barcelona give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout. It's gone for a throw-in. Hit into the middle. No way through, so back it comes. Hits one! De Jong, aim forwards. Could be danger here. It could be. It's Rashford! Yes, it's in! Just one in it now. The game takes on a whole new complexion. Really tidily gathered and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Yeah, and I think we may have had too many defenders ball watching then because they just lost sight of the real danger.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Vinicius Junior. Dani Olmo wins the duel this time. Oh dear, less said about that pass the better. De Jong. Pedri looks to go up and over. That is a crunching tackle. Played back in. Dani Olmo. Chance to shoot now.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
They're coming again and again.
Spot on, Peter.
Martinez. interception. His positioning was spot on. De Jong, played in, tries to get it clear. Pedri.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Dani Olmo. That has been cut short.
Barcelona really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
And it's Rashford. Plays it through. Fermin. Now here's the delivery.
Time is ticking away, and they're playing as if they're defending a lead. They've got to get it up the pitch.
Now it's Rashford. Valverde makes the interception.
Barcelona have a simple task to find something sustained now and keep the pressure on.
Nice interception, well timed.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish, and no half measures from here.
Brilliantly cut out. Oh no, it's an own goal!
Oh, it's an unusual turn of events, and it was an honest attempt to help out, and I suppose it can happen to anyone.
The 90 minutes are up, 30 more to come.
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
So 90 minutes couldn't produce a winner, and we have extra time. And we are already back underway. Real Madrid pay the price for failing to close out the match in normal time. Can they avoid the same fate here, where the consequences are still more serious? Dani Olmo. De Jong. Yamal. Back into the middle. Oh, great ball! Alaba gently done. Now, what about a counter-attack? Oh, nicely intercepted. Moved on forwards. Nice, decent hit! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Well, maybe the tension around this game played a part in that, because he should have put them ahead then.
Now that's well seen too. Bellingham. And the shot's on here. That is a brilliant interception. Dani Olmo. Mendy. And it's played forward. And that's it for the first half of extra time.
Well, it may well be a case of who's got most to give now. Fitness levels look good, and it's not any less competitive.
The hostilities have already resumed. This really has been thrilling. Both sides... Can he finish? Oh, it's in! Late in the day! This could well be it!
Well, I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks to have been on. Yeah, he was on.
Barcelona take the lead.
Oh, that's tremendous. They've shown it again and again in this competition. They'll fight to the very end. You have to admire them for their spirit.
Gula in acres of space out wide. And the finish! Goal! Real Madrid! Real Madrid are level.
Real Madrid clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
This is quite a battle.
Yeah, it's always a dangerous time when you've just scored. You can easily lose focus and then bang, you're pegged back again. You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
That looks a good ball through. Can he finish? Yes, he's done it! And that has raised the roof!
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Barcelona take what looks to be a decisive lead.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
Rashford. And the referee brings it to a close. Real Madrid did lead. Indeed, they controlled, but they managed to throw it all away. A defeat made even more painful by the way it came to pass. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Well, you can never predict the results of these games, as your usual indicators like form become pretty irrelevant. It's a tough one to take, but these players have got what it takes to come back from this.
So before we go, many thanks to Jim Beglin for his input, and from us both, good afternoon.
Too late, y'all done wound me up. About to show you what I'm working with. This is Alibaba, big bottles, handsome, jabbing like a phallus. Can't you wish it? Don't need me cost $1. Riding on the carpet when you're out there on a holler like, hey, tell me where you wanna go. Hold up, don't tell me I already know. Watch out, it's a genie with an attitude. 3 wishes, what I need to make true. Mister, tell me whatever you need. Anything with your range, even climate can change. You ain't never had a friend like me. Lost. How can you let me show you a dream?
Well, good afternoon, everybody. It is so terrific to have you along for our live coverage of this eagerly awaited contest. It should provide some terrific entertainment on what is turning into a rather imperfect afternoon. The weathermen rarely get it wrong, and they have warned us that there is rain on its way. Shouldn't be bad enough in any sense meaningfully to impact on the game of football, but it is a factor possibly to be taken into consideration. Plenty of other factors, of course, principally each side's concerns for the strengths of the other, as well as the plots, the dynamics of this. Shapes to shoot! Son Heung-min. Madison. Bentancur, gently done. Now it's Son Heung-min. Udogi in acres of space out wide. That's it! Oh, just needed a better contact.
Well, plenty of moving targets to pick out in the box. Obviously increases your chances of the ball being met like that by someone.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Lobbed in behind. He can run onto that. That's going to go a long way. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Antonio forwards and with intent. Done so. Oh, he's found support out wide. Son Heung-min. Son Heung-min, time to deliver, flings in across, and they can counter here. Lucas Paqueta. He'd have done well to reach that.
Well, Peter, look how far up the fullbacks are getting now. This is really high.
And constantly after the ball, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they're weighing up their options to see how long they can sustain this and suppress those wide opposition players.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, super find. Oh, it's Antonio. There's the shot! Goal! West Ham!
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
The Hammers take the lead, 1-0.
Well, just listen to the reaction. I think you can hear the approval from the support all around the stadium.
Kulusevski. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Walker-Peters. Bowen. Danso gets it back. Bentancur shifted upfield. Son Heung-min. Udogi. Son Heung-min. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Bentancur plays it short. Lucas Paqueta. Somerville. Referee's given a throw. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. It's a throw-in. Forward it goes. Out towards the flank. Wan-Bissaka up to meet it! Goal! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them. That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
Well, look, it's often the timing of the jump that dictates what you can do with any header, and if you get it slightly wrong, then you'll struggle, but that was beautifully met, it really was.
So that's two now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Bowen. Vicario can claim that. Bowen, some resolute defending there. Antonio, and it's lofted through here. Kulusevski.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Oh, that's well done, really robust. The first half is done. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
So we're just... and he has been fouled there. Pass has gone astray. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Son Heung-min gets his final warning. Walker-Peters. Somerville. Bowen. Antonio. Great chance! Lovely idea, just didn't get it right.
I actually fancied him to score then, but we should...
He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Now it's Bowen. Danso. Kulusevski. And here's Son Heung-min. Clearly not happy with that. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. That has been cut short. Now it's Richarlison. That is a great pick out.
West Ham United are totally dominant in the middle of the park. A no-way through zone.
Kulusevski. Lucas Paqueta. Now it's Bowen. Who played through for the wide man. Bowen. West Ham keeping their men at arm's length here.
Yeah, I just think it's a conservative move to deny runners the opportunity of going beyond that rear guard.
Well, certainly compared to what we saw from them earlier in the game.
Well, I suspect it's a case of searching for a more defensive balance now, Peter.
Somerville has given away a free kick.
Substitution for Tottenham Hotspur. Number 7, Son.
Antonio.
To the pitch. Number 18.
He's going all the way! Bowen with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
Well, I thought that run had balance and control, skill and strength. The sort of desire we hope will spread.
Bowen. Kulusevski. Richarlison. He's played him through. Real chance! Cleared without complication.
Substitution for Tottenham Hotspur. Number 21.
Madison.
Dejan Kulusevski.
Another throw-in.
Number 30. Rodrigo.
No way through there. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it.
Number 22. Brennan Johnson.
He could be in here.
Yves Bissouma.
Antonio, aim forwards. He is through here. Bowen delivers the ball. That is good defending. It's been repelled. Just 5 minutes left. Well timed, excellent interception. Madison. Kudus. Johnson moved on forwards. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Tottenham Hotspur really aren't making anything meaningful of their time on the ball.
Lucas Paqueta. Walker Peters. Ward-Prowse. And that's that. A performance of perspiration, work rate, grit, and those are very good. Well, what a lovely, lovely day. Absolutely glorious weather here as we welcome you to a football match of considerable significance, great consequence. It looks as though we're going to have a great turnout, such has been the level of enthusiasm generated once the fixture was announced. There is still movement in the crowd, plenty of people yet to take their seats. The roads outside are very, very busy, particularly around this time of day. One glance and you know where we are. It is one of the most recognisable arenas for the beautiful game in the world. And boy, does it add to the occasion. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
As you can see, we've already started here. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, I think Ward-Prowse will have a key role, Peter. He will undoubtedly be asked to set the tempo. He's someone who we've known about since his early days. He did fade for a little while, but he's back stronger than ever now, and he's showing a lot more snap, more personality, more assertion, and central midfield is certainly his best role.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Now it's Bowen. Wan-Bissaka is charging up on the overlap. And back out it comes. Forward it goes. Rodrigo. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Over to the left. Back into the middle. Nice interception, well timed. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
West Ham clearly should have...
Mbappe is on his own. Great chance! Mbappe goes short. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Eder Militao. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Somerville.
West Ham United really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
Rodrigo. Real Madrid get it back again. Valverde is offering some sort of an apology there.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Calmly anticipates. Somerville. It's Antonio. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Bellingham, gently done. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Socek forwards and with intent. Oh, easy pickings there. Valverde shifted upfield. And they've got a throw. Howson aimed forwards. And here's Mbappe. He's got to be in here! Tries a shot! Blocks! That's really good defending! And it's played forward. Wan-Bissaka. That's a little off target. Looks to clip it forward. That's an excellent interception. Now it's Antonio. It's Antonio, and he's running through. He's through, now is he in? Bowen. Oh, shooting chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
There's the hit! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
West Ham really putting a few chances together here. Taking one can only add to such good momentum now. That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Socek. And he's straight offside. That is going to be the final action of the first half. Although it is half-time, not a bad watch by any means. And the efforts of both sides have been good, but neither have been able to penetrate. And so we reach the break, and the game remains goals. No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. So we're already into the second period.
Well, the first half didn't really produce the goals we'd have liked. Hopefully they've been saved for the second. For that to be the case, though, we'll need to see more energy and invention early on. Bowen really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And here's Antonio.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Wan-Bissaka. And here's Antonio. Eder Militao cuts it out. Antonio. Fernandez.
It's pretty clear that the defence have decided that the greatest threat to them at the moment, Peter, are people trying to just run at them.
Run at them, and I suppose beyond them, Jim.
Yeah, particularly late runners into the box. That's what you don't want. They're very dangerous.
Oh, they could be caught, and the finish! It's in! We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
Real Madrid take the lead, 1-0.
Well, whatever the manager said in that dressing room at half-time, it's worth a treat.
Bellingham. That's good running with the ball. Vinicius Junior. Out of play for a goal kick. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Socek. Time and again they are repelled.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Clearly not happy with that. Chance here to counter. Bellingham moved on forwards. Well timed, excellent interception. Yet another to add to football's endless list of could-haves and should-haves.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Bowen. Somerville. Now looking to orchestrate a counter.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Eder Militao. That looks a good ball through. Now it's Rodrigo.
Real Madrid clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Vinicius Junior providing an outlet on that flank. Mendy. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Real Madrid surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
And it's Ward-Prowse. And here's Fulkrug. Emerson.
West Ham United need to give it everything they have, kitchen sink included.
Referee has just said play on. Great defending, strong and determined. Can he spark a counter here? All hands on deck for this one.
West Ham have a simple task to find something to sustain now and keep the pressure on.
This could be their final throw of the dice. Desperate defending required here. What a throw in. Full crook, and he's found a way past. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. West Ham can't seem to retain possession. Real Madrid. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. It's the sort of game after which you feel it's a shame anybody had to lose.
Yeah, it was a fairly stern test with very little between two teams that scrapped for everything.
Just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin for joining us and to wish you a very good day. Things running. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, when it comes to being very watchable, Peter, I don't think you'll get much better than Vinicius Junior. His raw pace, added to the infinite amount of trickery he has up his sleeve, are sure to cause any defence no shortage of headaches. He just needs a better final product at the top level.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. Well, they can break here. Muscular approach does pay off here. The referee's awarded a free kick. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes.
Well, to be honest, he thrives on this type of opportunity. Training ground rehearsals make him see these situations as a welcome challenge.
Going for goal! Wan-Bissaka. Now it's Ward-Prowse. Great defending, strong and determined. Antonio closing in on goal. Lucas Paqueta. Carlos Soler. And here's Antonio. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
That needed to end with efficiency and incision, and we got neither.
Short changes him with that pass. Alexander-Arnold forwards and with intent. Fulkrug.
West Ham United really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
Lucas Paqueta! Split-second reaction.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Bellingham. Mbappe, there's the hit! Goal! Real Madrid! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, it doesn't have to look spectacular. Why complicate simplicity?
He's got the shot away! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Antonio clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Can he stop it going out? And the ball is out of play. Fulkrug. It's a little off target. Carlos Soler. Emerson looking to hit the byline here. That's a foul. A simple decision for the referee.
Rodrigo really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Brilliantly cut out. Forward it goes. Now it's Fcwc, and he's managed to get free. Fcwc with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make something happen.
Bellingham. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. And here's Paqueta. Oh, easy pickings there. Out towards the flank. Chip through. Antonio hits it! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, the control on receipt was far better than the control on dispatch.
And here's Antonio. Fcwc. Oh, that's a clever looking. And the shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Cleared away. Defending of the desperate variety. Can he finish?
Ward-Prowse usually is so good from that range. He didn't quite connect as he can, though.
Mavropanos does really well to win the ball there. And the ball's a good one here. The Hammers cannot keep hold of the ball. Bellingham. That's a physical challenge. Bellingham. He can run onto that. And this has gone, presumably for offside. And it's half-time here. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0.
I'm sure they'll be very happy with their first half performance and the scoreline. They'll definitely want to maintain their momentum now and finish the job.
Real Madrid having to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. We're promptly into the second 45 minutes. Real Madrid carrying a one-goal lead. And that's put paid to a promising move. Antonio trying to keep this in. Throw it. Bellingham. Vinicius Junior. Bellingham. And here's Mbappe. Bellingham.
Yeah, it looks like a change of approach, and it may just freshen things up.
Carlos Soler wins the duel this time. Emerson. And it's Ward-Prowse. Bellingham. West Ham United keeping their men at arm's length here.
Yeah, I just think it's a conservative move to deny runners the opportunity of going beyond that rear guard.
Well, certainly compared to what we saw from them earlier in the game.
Well, I suspect it's a case of searching for a more defensive balance now, Peter.
Valverde gently done. And here's Mbappe. Bellingham. He's in here, and the shot! Sticks it away! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe!
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Real Madrid grab a couple of goals without reply. It's 2-0.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, Dogged defence on the other. Fulkrug. Emerson. Calmly anticipates. Fulkrug. Right, Antonio. Camavinga. Mendy. Bellingham. And it's played forward. Mbappe. Carlos Soler. So what can they make of this? Now it's Lucas Paqueta. He's shifting through the gears here. Vinicius Junior, who's set up one goal so far. Clearly not happy with that. He's offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Now it's Ward-Prowse. Camavinga, played out towards the right wing. Played into space. Rodrigo. Bellingham. He's managed to get himself offside. Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Can he spark a counter? There's the shot! Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. It's Antonio. Brahim Diaz shifted upfield. Massive lead! And more and more and more! And surely that settles it. Great header, made it look easy.
Yeah, he makes those runs with great stealth and a ghost-like arrival to get his head to the ball.
Real Madrid find a position of real strength now. And the referee brings it to a close. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their... Well, good day to you on a grey day here, which promises rain, but promises way beyond that what should be a really good game of football. The build-up has been a little slower than usual, perhaps a few traffic issues along the way that we haven't been made aware of, but we're glad to confirm that there is no longer any further problem. The crowd have come... And the shot!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more. Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
So, a breakthrough already. Fofana forwards and with intent. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Nkunku. He's got away. He's free, he has got space. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Well, you could see he was eager to get a shot away.
That's an untidy challenge, free kick given. Here's Pulisic. And it's Loftus-Cheek. Oh, this is a great position. And can he finish it? And the follow-up. No, he didn't quite meet it right. There will be a throw-in. Fernandez does really well to win the ball there. Rafael Leao. Forward it goes. Great ball if he can get there. Pavlovic.
Well, Peter, look how far up the fullbacks are getting now. This is really high.
And constantly after the ball, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they're weighing up their options to see how long they can sustain this and suppress those wide opposition players.
Caicedo getting this one clear. Had a shot! And it's played forward. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And he's managed to get free. Big chance! One-on-one, big chance! Moved on forwards. Clearly not happy with that. Rafael Leao. Rafael Leao. Fernandez. So what can they make of this? That's a nicely weighted pass. Mignon will lay claim to that. And the pass is intercepted. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Palmer. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Oh, good ball. Shots on here. Jackson opts to play it. Fernandez!
Oh, that's confidence for you. Distance doesn't even bother him.
And here's Rafael Leao in with the challenge. Pedro Neto. Nicely intercepted. Terracciano shifted upfield. Palmer. Pulisic. Loftus-Cheek. Chelsea half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Oh, that's neat. Estupinian, back when it goes. Modric. Can he finish?
His reputation is better than what we've just seen.